Good evening, everybody. Oh, what is the date today? It's the 10th. Today is February 10th. Today we're going to talk about the 7 rules of marketing on Facebook. I actually am doing a training right now, and this is kind of like the introduction to the training, so it's kind of broad, and I'm going to go over all the points that I took from it, and as I go through the training, if I find something that's really useful for us, I'll go more in depth with it on another call sometime. The first thing that you want to do for Facebook is make sure you invite your audience into your world. And I've said this, plenty of times, but fans that are watching you or that are looking to you don't want Beachbody. They don't want the brand or logo. They want you, and they want to talk to you. There's something specific that they're searching for in you, because as we very well know, there are, I don't know how many thousands of coaches right now, so I'm sure they could find somebody anywhere, but it's going to be you that separates yourself from those other people by being yourself and them relating to something in you. So with that being said, sometimes it's hard to do this, and I have trouble doing it too, but to make you more of a real person, share your successes, share your struggles, ask questions, be a real person. The more real that you are, people really see and they like that, and they'll relate to you more. So that's a good point for you to invite them into your world, as being real, relate to them. The second one is to create relevant, timely, useful content and entertaining content, something that's going to catch the eye. Relevancy is really important in Facebook, and things have changed with Facebook and how often your posts get seen, or depending on what people's pages. So things that get lots of shares and likes and things that people are looking at, commenting on, are going to stay up in the newsfeed and show up in other people's newsfeed. So make sure it's relevant content and it's not just something like off the wall that people are just going to keep scrolling on by. Things that really help people get, seeing your content. Videos are really, really good. Facebook loves videos. Pictures are also very good. Videos are a little bit better from just what I've seen. I don't know the real algorithm for Facebook, but videos are better as of right now, supposedly. And when you post those videos or pictures, it's really good to ask questions or engage or somehow empower your followers, because that content, again, is going to draw the eye of the people that you're trying to bring into your business or bring into your challenge group or whatever the case may be. That's going to help wrangle those people in. The third one is going to be start conversations that matter. So this is all about getting engagement. Like I kind of said before, you need to get them to comment. And the easiest way to get them to comment is ask questions, or just go for the ask. Like, ask them to like your post, or ask them to please share. I know if you're following me on Facebook, even on Instagram, I'll say tag a friend a lot of times. Share this post, I'll actually go ahead and ask for it. And a lot of the time when I'm watching people's things, when I'm watching YouTube, or when I'm looking on Facebook, when they say, don't forget to click like, I really wouldn't have clicked like. I just, it escapes my mind. I don't think about it. So ask for it and start conversations with people that are going to matter, that are going to lead you into being able to ask those questions. Or, have you ever considered being in my challenge group? Have you ever considered being a coach? Blah, blah, blah. Basically, you want to form them. Also, when you're asking some questions, there's a little tip that she gave. If you keep it easier, it's actually better. Like one-word questions, or one-word answers to your questions. I'm sorry, not one-word questions. That would be weird. But one-word answers to your questions, give them options and then yes or no, or one word to describe your mom, or your favorite movie this year. Boom. And that is easier and quicker. And people are probably not going to stop and write a novel. Some might, but most of the time it's going to be easier for them to just do one-word answers. And also, again, I'm going to say this. I know I say it all the time, but just be careful with posting too much Beachbody stuff. Again, you're not Beachbody, you're you. If you want to like take a picture of you drinking the Shakeology, but you know, not salesy. Again, that's just a turn off to people. I know you don't like to see it on other people's feeds, you know, it's just better if you don't do that at all. You can find a way to talk to them about it privately for the ask instead of like selling on your page. Is a turn off, and probably people are just, well, most all the time people are going to keep scrolling by it. Like I said, there's so many Beachbody coaches. The fourth one is try to focus on a call to action for your post, or even on your what's that called, the cover page. So calls to action is kind of what I talked about earlier, like likes, clicks, shares, comments. Give them a reason to take action somewhere on your Facebook, like I said, your profile or your post or your video. So calls to action are great because they make people do something, and you're going to get a return on that. Hopefully you're either going to get them in like a free group or a challenge group, possibly a coach, but you're going to get that relationship to start building on. Okay, number 5, let your brand do the talking. This is where you need to try to make sure, and I know Dawn and I have talked about this a lot, like try to make sure you know in your mind the people that you want to reach and that you're trying to post to, and that really helps you, make your page more like all about you and more staying on the same streamlined track. So if I'm starting to talk about I don't know, my brand is like Busy Moms. So if I'm to start talking about some like organic stuff that I love organic food, but like that's not like, I'm not in the like organic food like line. I am more for the Busy Mom. So me showing pictures of me trying to make healthy stuff for my kids, or me like being crazy because of my kids, that kind of stuff would be my brand. And so I'm going to be posting that more than something that doesn't relate at all. So you want to pull those people, capture those people that you're looking for. So let your brand do the talking. Number 6, be deliberate and manage your expectations. So you need to, it's kind of like the last one, sort of. Some of these kind of roll into the other. But you need to decide who you're looking for, and you need to make that solid presence on Facebook. So again, you're helping, not selling. Your goal is to change lives in some way, shape, or form. If you are focusing on, again, like for me, I can just say this for me, but changing the lives of mothers who think that they can't get that body back that they had before, they can't lose that weight or whatever, you're going to be expected to be able to produce for these, if they come to you, produce for these moms, and they're going to be coming to your page to look for that kind of content if they decide that they're going to follow you or decide they want to talk to you. So like I would be the go-to mom for fitness and nutrition. Okay, so you want to be that go-to person. You want to be the best that you can be at the thing that you're doing. Number 7, monitor and measure and track your activity. I don't want to go too deep into this one as of right now, because actually a couple of calls ago, Dawn and I were actually talking about like tracking using your insights, and we're not really sure, like before on the phone call, not really sure like exactly how it works, but there is a section in the training that I'm doing that she's going to talk about this. So once I figure this out and once she talks about it more, she says it's a really good way, using your insights on Facebook, it's a really good way to tell and help you track things. So monitoring and tracking was number 7. I did another little tidbit of information about the insights that I talked about with, or that I learned about with her. I just took a little bit of notes on it, so I can tell you a little bit about it. But the more I learn, the more I'm going to tell you about it. So for number 7 with the insights, what insights do is they allow you to create focused searches and to learn more about your followers. So what this is going to allow you to do is actually like kind of keep an eye on your followers, so to speak, and see what they're following. And you're going to be able to look at the pages that these people are following and see the pages that they're following to see what they're doing and maybe get some ideas. But it was really good. So it's, it's going to help make you more successful, because they always say, find a mentor or find somebody that's doing successful at what you want to be doing and follow them. So, but I have a couple pictures I've screenshotted on my phone, so I think I'm gonna post those on the page later. So I'm gonna kind of talk about this a little bit and then put it in the team page a little bit later, because it's better if you see pictures, because I had pictures in front of me taking these notes. But when you go into the insights, you can actually add like the locations that you want to search. And United States, I think, is in there, but also add Canada in there, because again, there's the coaching is into Canada now, so you don't think about that. But so make sure you add Canada. You can set the ages that you want to be looking for. You can do the gender that you want, and you can put certain interests in. She even said for the interests, you can put in other pages that you follow, so it knows that that's your interest when it's like searching. So I put in a couple of mom pages that I follow. I don't remember the name of them off the top of my head. And again, I'm going to put the pictures and stuff in here about this. I'm just kind of walking you through what you'll see in the pictures. But the mom pages, and I have a couple of different, like, the kids' nutrition pages and stuff like that. So after that, after you do all that, what's going to happen is it's going to generate this kind of like a, I don't know how to explain it, but it's going to generate this little bar, and it's going to kind of show you a chart, I should say. It's going to show you like your followers, like the age range of your followers, and you can actually like kind of, like I said earlier, you can see who they're following, and you can click on the pages that they're following to see, get to know more about them. So, if you're looking at someone specific and you see that a lot of your women that you are looking for are following, I'm just making this up, horseback riding. I'm just making this up. So, you might want to say, okay, well, they're into horseback riding. Maybe I can relate. This is just like off the wall, but maybe I can relate something in my fitness and my post horseback riding to catch one of their eyes. And then when you start that conversation with them, that's something like you can already know about them, sort of like when you're forming them. So it helps you get insight into their life. It helps you know what to post, what people are looking for that are following you. So it's really cool. I haven't actually like gotten down into this yet because I just kind of started with it, but I'm going to post the pictures that I have on the page, and as I know more, I will definitely tell you more. And before I stop, I also wanted to add this in here because it kind of helps me a little bit. I watched a Periscope. I'm not sure who it was. I can't remember. But she was kind of like laying down the line, kind of hard-nosed kind of stuff. But she's basically saying if you want your business to grow, you have to do the activity to make it grow. You need to figure out what you need to do every day to make that grow. And what we need to do as Beachbody coaches is we need to sign other coaches, or we need to, get people in our challenge groups. And how do you do that? You have to directly ask people. And I feel like this is just me, so I'm just saying this. I feel like, I'm doing all this work on social media, and I want people to comment on my posts, and I want them to, and they're not going to come to you, unfortunately. I mean, once you're starting to get bigger and badder, I'm sure they will, and I'm sure your email will start filling up. But when you're just starting, you really have to directly reach out to them and go for the ask. Not directly go for the ask, but get to know them, form them, direct message them, email them. A good rule of thumb, something I've been doing recently, is I make a list of 10 people that I'm going to pursue or talk to that month, and hopefully by the end of the month, hopefully before the end of the month, but hopefully within that month, I'm going to be able to ask them to join my challenge group. That's my goal. So I have 10 people that I scope out, that I'm like, okay, these people I think would love to join my challenge group, and then I'm going to do 3 to 5 that I think might be interested in the coach opportunity that I'm going to pursue about that. So those are kind of my stipulations, but I have them actually written down, have our conversations, and I'm just like, I think I've asked 2 or 3 about joining my challenge group, and the other ones I haven't really got to yet. Hasn't really been a good moment for for me to ask them yet. But it's you do or you don't. And I hate, you know, Dawn and I have talked about this a lot too. You hate to say that, but you really do. Like, you put the work in and you do it, and you go out and you ask the people, and you've put the forming in, you put the time in, and you're reading your personal development, or you don't. So that's what's going to make you successful. All of this stuff on Facebook that I'm talking to you about, just doing that alone, that's not going to make you successful. It's you. This is like in addition to what you really need to be doing is messaging them and asking people. This is just going to help you get more chances to ask people, because they're going to see your posts. And no one's really directly come to me, but what I mean by like seeing your posts and this stuff helping you, once I talk to people, 9 times out of 10, they'll be like, oh, I saw your fitness video the other day. I really liked it, or whatever the case. So it really helps with like a good talking point, and they're following you, and they know what you're about, and they know what you're doing. So that's kind of where that plays in, and it helps a lot. Oh, I forgot a question. Let me think of a question. Let me think. Anybody have a good question? I totally forgot my question. I thought I wrote that down. Okay, I have a good one. So for your homework, I would like you to make a set number for yourself of making a list every month. So how many people are you going to put on your list every month? Like I said, I'm going to do 10, because I want to make sure it's not too little, but it's not too overzealous, because I want to try to get 10 challenge packs sold. So that's 10. And if I can't get all 10 of those, well, not 10, because I'm doing 3 to 5 coaches too. So 15. 15 is my goal for challenge packs. So I want you to set a goal about how many people you're going to talk to each month, new people on your list. This is not just new conversations and forming, but actual asks, people you're going to actually ask. Have you ever considered joining my challenge group? Have you ever considered being a Beachbody coach, or however you word that? So make a number, set it in stone, and then post it on Team Fit and Fearless page about your goals. I'm saying 15 to everybody, so that's mine. All right, does anybody have any questions? I know it's Amber and Dawn, but if they had any questions or anything that I could like reiterate that someone might have.
This is Amy Porterfield.
Oh yeah, yes, that's this is the training that I'm yeah. Amy Porterfield. She is.
Oh, I have a question.
All right, I'm gonna start recording real quick.